Firstly, it was patronised by John Constable. So that's not just some random policeman, that's John Constable of the Highwayman. Right, hello everybody, welcome back. And yes, we've got a stunningly beautiful day for a change. How long it's going to last, I don't know, but hopefully it'll last for a few days. But obviously, on a nice day like this, you've got to get out on a bike. And I thought to lighten everything up a little bit, I'd just take you on a little ride. Because I found this book. I found this book the other day in the junk shop, and it's old Sussex Inns. And I thought it'd be interesting just to go around and see a couple of those. And some have got a couple of nice, interesting little stories about them. And I thought it'd be nice to go out on a day like today. If it's raining where you are, you could come and join me for the ride. We talk about those, and then I'll disappear off for a coffee somewhere. But what a beautiful day. And I'm out on the Stornello. So, yeah, it's been really nice to get out on this because I was out it the other day and I thought, oh, I've really got to get out on this more. And yeah, so I thought I'd go for a ride out on this. So I'm outside a little church at, where are we? Bignor at the moment, which is where the Roman Villa is. So if you've not been to the Roman Villa, do check out the video I did before where me and Karen went camping there, because that's a fantastic place, that Roman Villa down at Bignor in Sussex. And it's sort of on that road between where I did the Whiteways little video. So it's down that way, but it's yeah, great place to visit. They've got a little cafe there. So we're going to enjoy the sun, and I'll take you to the first pub or inn. And that one has got an association with Richard II and a little bit like that, but it's a very, very old pub. A lot of the places, when you come into these places in Sussex, you know, most of the pubs are all 400 or 500 years old. Amazing. But yeah, a couple of those got a nice little story with you, and it's just something nice to look at while I go for a ride. Come on, let's go and do it. Right, so we're heading through Pulborough, and we're now going under the bridge. It's supposed to be a little bit of flooding. Everybody loves a bridge. Or is it just temptation to rev the bike up? What you get for the potholes? So we're right down on the Arun Valley now. So you've got the River Arun to the left, still a little bit in flood there. It's tidal here, so obviously once the tide comes in, it's going to flood the fields again, because we're well overstocked with water, shall we say. But the River Arun is obviously a very important river, so for bringing in goods and stuff like that, because it does link up to the Arun Navigation Canal. So it's a very important transport route, really, back in Deer. But it's still a very popular river, very popular boaters and fishermen alike. So we go past the garden centre on the right, which has a little steam train that goes around. You might be able to see the track. Right, and we come off here. We're going to the White Hart at Stockton Bridge, which is an ancient monument. We'll get our little book out and we will talk about it. The White Hart was a very popular name for pubs back in the day with Richard II, apparently. Very popular. And this is the White Hart. I'm going to park up on the bridge, because we can do this sort of thing on motorbikes, can't do it on cars. Fantastic. Here we are. Right, let's have a chat about the White Hart. So, the White Hart. So, that's been here since the 16th century. But there's actually been a building on this site since 1066, which is quite an important date, isn't it, really? But the bridge itself, according to my book, is 14th century. And I love these bridges. You know, you get these bridges with the sort of cutouts where people can go in and, you know, allow carts to pass and all the rest of it. But what's interesting about this this place. Apparently, when we're looking sometime later in the sort of late 1600s, a militia turned up. So back in those days, you had your normal army, military, and then you'd have a civilian force, which would be employed by, the governments or the local governors and that sort of stuff. And apparently, the militia turned up here and threw the landlord in the river, and then drunk the pub dry. Perfect, perfect. I think it's great when you look at these places, and I think the history. This was the main thoroughfare. You've got the main road, which is over there now, but this is where it all started. The people, millions of people that must have walked through here that would have gone, from here maybe to Chichester, because you head that way, you're heading towards Chichester, Midhurst, and Petworth, and all those amazing sights. And I just think I love that sort of stuff. That you're sort of standing where people walked hundreds and hundreds of years ago. But it's interesting, the White Hart, the sign here. So it was Richard II that decreed that all pubs must have a sign outside, and if they didn't have a sign, according to my book, then their beer was forfeit. So Richard II could drink it all. Right, goodbye to the White Hart. And off to another place that's got two famous associations, interestingly. And it's not too far away, so we've got to head towards Fiddleworth. Alright, onwards. Beautiful day, what a beautiful day. Gotta say that the the Stornello is really nice. On a day like today, if you're going to miss the potholes, then the Stornello is a fantastic bike. It really is. It's got a really nice feel to it, and just feels like a great bike to be out on. Do you know what I mean? It looks good, feels good, rides good, sounds good. And you're coming out into the beautiful sort of Sussex Downs area. And on a day like today, you need nothing more, do you? Really? Maybe a nice cup of coffee. Right, so we've just gone past my one of my favourite little cabs at Fiddleworth stores. Check out other videos to see where I've been there. But I'm just heading down the road from here. Literally a 30-second ride. We're also enjoying the sun. Right, we are here at the Swan. Right, the Swan Pub, or the Swan Inn. Let's see what we got here, come on. So, the Swan Pub, with its interesting sign. So, another 16th century pub, so around the 400 years old. The Swan was a very popular name because the Swan was seen as a sign of innocence. So it was a very popular name back in the day. But what makes this slightly interesting? Firstly, it was patronised by John Constable. So that's not just some random policeman, that's John Constable of the Highwayman. So he would come down here. I dare say he must have painted something down here. But a few policemen have been down here in the past. But what was also interesting, the sign itself with the swan, originally that sign had a naked lady riding a swan. That was obviously very popular back in the day, riding swans naked. But there was a little bit of an uproar because people thought that the lady looked a bit too much like Queen Victoria. So the landlord was forced or requested to put some clothes on her. And after that, the sign was then stolen. And it then appeared in an auction or for sale somewhere at Hascombe, I think it was, which is not that far from here, really. And then it was returned. Sadly, the sign is not still here. We haven't got the painted naked Victoria, um, but it's a lovely place, and I love those entrances to the sort of village. We have those things. It's real gets a sense of like a coaching inn. A lot of these places were used for coaching inns. Um, because they were sort of stopping off points, to go from the south coast to London, whatever it was. They're really important. Might go from here to the George Hotel in Crawley, which is a very, very famous coaching inn. So yeah, the Swan at Fiddleworth, and with its interesting letterbox, shall we say, or the bit on the door with the strange face. But it's a lovely building, and I think these are really important. And you can see the old, I think they're Sussex tiles or Horsham tiles they have on the roof. But a fantastic place. Right, we're heading off to another one and see what that's got in store for us. Come on. Right, so here we are, the last stop before coffee. I thought I'd come here because I just like the story. So we're at Graffham, and this is the Forester's Arms Inn, another very old one, sort of 16th century. But the interesting story is that back in the day, a very notorious highwayman hid out here, not here, but at a pond nearby in the woods, and his name was Alien. That's strange, Alien, and they called up with him. The authorities caught up with him, and he was shot dead here. And yeah, so they had a very notorious, and apparently, occasionally he can be seen walking around the pond at night as a ghost. Maybe he pops in for a pint. I don't know. But this is the Forester's Arms Inn, and yeah, it's a very popular inn, and the last on the list. If you come up at night, you might see the ghost of Alien. Do you think it's Alien? Odd name, innit? What a strange name. But maybe where all the history of the word alien comes from, I don't know. But yeah, the highwayman that was shot dead by the authorities. But there you are. Right, let's go and have a coffee. I did notice there was another shop back there at Graffham Village Stores, and it looks like they did coffee and a snack. So let's go and have a go. Come on. Right, hope you enjoyed that little ride out today. Bit of a different one, nice light-hearted episode today. It was getting a bit dark, I thought, my episodes. Worth trying. Not tried this one before. Graffham Village Store. They do excellent coffee, and it's very good value. And they do the odd little sort of bacon bap, I think, if you get there in the morning. So worth a look out. But I hope you enjoyed that little look around a couple of three of the inns that are on the in my little book. So yeah, glad I got the book. It's like 50p or something, and you get so much fun out of stuff like that. And I just think that going around your local area, there's a lot of history there that sometimes you don't know. And I'm very lucky in this part of Sussex. There's some fantastic history and historical buildings and that to go and have a look at. And I'll pick some more out next time. We'll do some other riding around. Right, I'm going to head off. I need to do some editing. I'm heading off to France on Saturday night, Sunday morning, in the car, not on the bike, and going to do some repairs to the house. But I shall see you next Wednesday. So take care and please ride safe and enjoy the sunshine while it's here. Feels like summer. It's really warm. Ever so warm sitting out here today. Right, guard yourselves.